Chapter 6, Season 2. I freaking love it. Is it as good as Chapter 6, Season 1? No. In my opinion, I think it was really good. Yes, there were a lot of controversial stuff, mainly the katana, the sword. I freaking loved it, but we're not here to talk about Chapter 6, Season 1. We're here to talk about Season 2, Lawless. Deal with it, nerd! I don't know if I need to redo that, Eli. We should leave this in the video. Okay, cut. All right, so let's talk about the Typhoon Blade being removed and the Oni mask, the Void mask. I freaking love those things. Unfortunately, both were removed. Because of that, that left a little bit of a hole to be filled with mobility. And the only thing we got one, but technically we got two. First, we got the bat, the kneecapper, which I love the name, so epic, amazing job with that. So we have the kneecapper that allows you to run a little bit faster. It does have a break point. It does have stamina. I think it matches the Typhoon Blade. You can also use it, which I freaking love, to literally Barry Bond some people off the cliff. And you can even use it to rotate. So you can hit your teammates off of a cliff and into safe territory, and they don't take fall damage. You won't take fall damage as long as you run off a cliff or run off anywhere, a building. You won't take fall damage. If you just jump off with a bat, you're going to take fall damage. Then you're going to be like me and break your legs.
Fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
All right, so I love the vaults. I don't know if it's the skill-based matchmaking that hasn't kicked in. One thing that I really love is no one vault is overly saturated. The most I've ever really seen is 2, maybe 3 other teams landing there. Now, if you think that that's bad, you really haven't dropped at any of the medallions in Chapter 5, Season 1, 2, 3. And I hate 3. No, we're not talking about Wrecked. And Chapter 4. All right, Chapter 5, Season 4. So, not one vault is overly saturated. And what I really love about them is the fact that they have epic music to go with the heist. You don't have to technically do the heist. You are able to place the thermite / dynamite, whatever it is, onto the vault and just literally fight all the people, either PvE or PvP, because there are guards that constantly come in during the heist. You are able to just do that and leave and then come back. That's fine. I like to do the heist because it expedites the process faster if you have those gold splashes, which we'll get into in a little bit. But my tactic is I always start the heist. I have people watch my back, watch my 6, whatever. And then I go ahead and hack at the places that start heating up, turn orange, yellow, red, all the fun, flamey colors. And then you start hacking at it, and it will start doing like up to 50 per hack and slash. And there's a reason I'm doing that, because ammo is almost non-existent this season, at least for AR. Epic, where did you drop the ball on that one? That's for later. So I typically hack at it. It goes to like 550 to 650, and then it will break. And you have 5 different levels. On the 5th one, you're able to burst through. It explodes open. You don't take any damage, at least I haven't. And you're able to secure things like dill bits, which we'll talk about later, the epic chest, the daddy chest, whatever they're called, regular chest, and some even have gold cabinets and drawers. Every time you hack at that, you're able to get gold. And depending upon the boon, there's some boons, or one boon, where every time you pick up gold, you pick up ammo, which I think is really cool. So the heists are pretty nice. The wolf medallion does rotate between the vaults. They're not too spaced out. And what's next to the vaults, I don't know, roughly like maybe 250, 300 meters away, are the vaults that you can spend the dill bits on. I don't know what they're called. Just locations you can spend your dill bits on. They just look like a house with a little icon next to it. Speaking of the wolf medallion, I do like that medallion. It gives you more speed. So you kind of get that bat speed without having the bat. But also, if you happen to knock into somebody, they'll take damage and it'll even knock them back. I've used it. Pretty cool. So being able to knock somebody back, snipe them, sheesh, talk about fast and furious. All right, so let's talk about Sub-Zero gloves. So we did talk about the bat as a form of mobility. The Sub-Zero gloves act as sort of mobility plus attack, much like much of the melee weapons. Secondary functionality of the Sub-Zero gloves is so that they can attack, and then ultimately you will strike somebody up into the air to do with them as you please. Ah, winka winka. Next, we have the scanner that alerts you where anybody is in the vicinity by lighting up any enemies in red, which I think is really cool. I really love to use them during the vault heist, which come in really handy. Speaking of heist, I did talk about heist earlier. There are armored car and the train heist. I think they're pretty cool. The armored car, you have to make the back of the armored car explode by doing what you do in the vaults. Then on the train, you have to do something different. You have to eliminate the turrets. I mean, you don't have to, but they're annoying. You have to eliminate the turrets on the top of the train, get the thermite, and then place that on top of the train, and then you're able to blow it wide open and collect all the loot. The collateral assault rifle is amazing. I've been using that as an SMG. It does take AR ammo, which kind of puts a hamper on my holo. I suck it up and deal with it and really ask all my teammates for all the AR ammo. So the collateral AR, really amazing. Sometimes I've even used that in lieu of my shotgun. Crazy, I know, but whenever you're in dire situations, they come for dire thingamabobbers. I really love the POIs. They're golden. They really give the feeling like you're in some sort of city and you're looking to pull a heist. I love it. The POIs are fresh. They definitely contrast with the Japanese samurai season, but it's in a good way because they're in their own place, right? Aside from Seaport, all of the vaults are for the most part together within like a vertical line. Latitude. Yeah, who'd have thought we'd use latitude in a YouTube video? The weapons, I think they're really balanced. There's nothing OP about them. The sniper is not really able to headshot you. It does have that bullet drop. The new collateral AR really is probably my favorite weapon aside from the sticky grenade launcher. The sticky grenade launcher, as annoying as it is needed. It assists you with taking the vaults faster, blowing up the armored cars faster if you use it on the back. Additionally, people are still reeling from the car season of Chapter 5, Season 3. So the fact that people are also using cars as mobility because mobility has been watered down a little bit, I believe, it really adds an additional weapon for us to use against the cars for those still using them. All right, so overall, ladies and gentlemen, I really do love the new season of Fortnite. Like I said, there's so many cool additional things, from the heist to the bat that I think is really balanced. It's not like the blade where it's too OP. To the pulse scanner that allows you to take the vaults. Then I also love additional items that are added, like the med mist grenade for quick healing, the porta cover that adds additional protection for those of us in zero build, and I really love the pulse scanner, which you're able to use as you're heisting the vaults or heisting one of the armored cars or the trains to look for new people. The Sub-Zero gauntlets are okay. I mean, I do love the fact that you do have mobility and an attack within an item. But overall, I don't think it's too OP. It is annoying, but nonetheless, it's just more OP or more annoying than OP. I love the POIs. I love how everything is fresh, and Fortnite does not fail. I've never seen this in Fortnite before, and it gives players an additional concept and another layer to the BR. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe it helped, maybe it didn't. Drop a comment below whether you're loving the season or not. If you hate it, drop a comment. Let us know. Hey, even let us know what item or weapons you love using. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you next time. Psydburnz out! Me. Deal with it, nerd!